Talking of the game this evening, Jude Bellingham is at Anfield, and Jude Bellingham has said he felt the whole world crumbling down on me after being mistreated and made a scapegoat for England's defeat in the European Championship final. Of course, he goes back this evening to England. He says he's now got a smile back in an England shirt after the recent Nations League win against the Republic of Ireland. In a seriously honest explanation of why the joy of playing for England had gone, he cited personal criticism in the aftermath of Euro 2024 final defeat by Spain and media intrusion that he believed crossed the line. Abbi, do you think Jude Bellingham was made a scapegoat during the Euros?
I think that the English media, the press, love to build someone up and then tear them down, to be honest. We've seen that with so many athletes that have come through this country. I think with Jude, he's so young. Like, to go to Real Madrid and have the impact that he had in that first season is mad, because Real Madrid fans don't usually take to people as quickly as they did and put him on such a high pedestal. So when he didn't have a brilliant second half of the season, obviously he started to get a little bit of criticism, and then that kind of tailed into the Euros. But you can't expect a guy of that age like to carry England. And I think that's the problem with this nation. I think that's the problem with fans and also obviously the media, that they put every single hope and hang it on one player. But it's a team game. Yes, he's a leader. Yes, he's going to be in this England side for many years to come, and he'll probably potentially be captain one day. And I like the fact that he's a leader. He was getting so much stick, right, for going over to people and they're saying he's fake and he does it all for the cameras, you know, for consoling someone. No, that's just leadership. That's just leadership to me.
You know what? I think you're bang on. It felt like it got to a point with Jude where, like, every single thing he did,
they're picking on him.
It was like, oh my God, he can't do that. He can't do it. Look at him. It does.
Why can't he just be a nice person who's been raised well, who's a leader, who is playing at the highest level at such a young age, doing what he's doing for Real Madrid in his first season, won the Champions League, won a Liga, then gone on to the Euros. I feel like are you disagreeing? I feel like your face is saying something different.
Some of the criticism he got,
it's unfair.
Like the non-footballing stuff, it crosses the line sometimes.
The non-footballing stuff, 100%. But heavy is the head. He wants it all, right? And we know Jude Bellingham wants it all. We see the adverts, we see his YouTube channel, we see everything that he puts out there. He wants to be the best player in the world. And I commend him for that. I want players to want it more. But when you don't succeed, you get the criticisms. It's the same as if you go to Real Madrid or go to Madrid, they love Cristiano Ronaldo, but they don't love as much as they love Raul. Ronaldo brought a lot of the pressure on himself because he wants to be that icon, that idol. And when you are that person or you are that way inclined, you are going to get the criticism. If you look at the amount of followers on Instagram, again, it's a trivial thing. Harry Kane's the second most followed player in the England squad, with 17 million followers. Jude Bellingham's got 37 million followers. Everything is amplified of Jude Bellingham. He's the most popular, most recognisable England player. He's gone to Real Madrid. He's absolutely shown up and shown out last season. Got an assist in the Champions League final, got an assist in the Euros final, scored one of the most iconic goals for England at the major tournaments. But he does bring some of it on himself because of
like
how...
What?
But why? Just by being a good footballer and being good at such a young age?
No.
What does he bring on himself, Kweku?
Like anybody that has a patent in celebration brings that on themselves.
Brings what on themselves?
Brings criticism. Cristiano Ronaldo,
Why?
Because it brings more attention. It brings way more attention to you. And brings more
having a
eyeballs.
celebration.
For having a celebration,
Where he puts his arms out.
Where he puts his arms out. That's part of his brand. Basically, Jude Bellingham's building the brand right now, right? And
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's there's nothing wrong with that.
Encourage it, if
but
anything.
And again, I said this about the Rashford situation. I said there is nothing wrong with Rashford going to New York. The criticisms were absolutely unfair.
It was bang out of order.
But in the world we live in, go and perform. And he scored his goal, and you got to hold your hands up.
But then he was rubbish after that.
And he was rubbish after that. But
he played well for a minute and 33 seconds,
The adoration.
He was poor after, I'm sorry.
If Jude Bellingham was to win the Euros of England, the adoration that he'd get would be amplified, and the criticism was amplified. Everything's bigger with him because he wants it to be bigger. And so I get why.
I think he's 21 years old. I think he's over it. Well, again, not overachieving because he's talented enough to be performing at that level. And I think for a whole entire country to pin all their hopes on it, it's like what they do with Harry Kane. They love to rip Harry Kane down. And they'll have to blame Harry Kane if it doesn't all go the way they want it to.
One thing I would say to Jude, though, is I don't think he was the only England player that got stick.
Exactly.
Like, Harry Kane got stick as well.
Absolutely.
I think Foden got stick. The manager got stick.
Absolutely.
Cole Walker got ripped to pieces towards the end. So he did get criticism. But I don't think he got any more than anyone else.
That's Jude's first major tournament.
I think he went to Qatar. First one,
yeah, but first,
point.
Yeah.
I think he went to the Euros, wasn't he, when he was a kid?
But as a player that is of that level, that is starting at that level, that has had that season that he's had at Real Madrid, when all the focus on him. The focus wasn't completely on him in Qatar.
And I also got the impression that when I think I'm guessing here, I don't know if he had a great relationship with Gareth Southgate, maybe, because when Carsley, the last game of Lee Carsley, he sort of said, "Thanks for bringing the enjoyment back, Lee, into an English shirt." So maybe I'm getting reading between the lines here. Obviously,
Gareth's style of football probably didn't suit Jude as much as
Lee
Lee
suited
Carsley,
any of them, did it really?
As very defensive minded. But the thing with Jude is a very big character. Exactly. He's a very big personality, and you see that on the pitch. He's all around the field. He's putting in challenges, his celebrations. He's not. If you look at someone like Harry Kane, I won't say quiet, but different personalities, aren't they?
Yeah.
One's
Harry Kane is probably the least flashy
big
name player that I know.
But that's not that's taking nothing away from anyone. That's how you are. That's your character. Some people are funny, some people are boring, some people are dry, some people are exuberant out there, and Jude's like that. So
what category did you fall into?
Me, I think
shy.
The shy one.
Yeah.
But Kweku mentioned the brand, right? And Jude Bellingham has become really good and really famous in the last couple of years. Can that cause? Can players talk about that sort of thing when God, look at him doing that celebration, or again, not really?
No, because
overthinking these things?
Look, when you're as good as Jude is, and you've earned the right to celebrate goals in any way you want. He went to Real Madrid, and like Abbi said, not many players go there, and the fans adore within the first season and do the numbers that he does. So he's earned that right to be, I am the guy, because he is. He's gone to the one of the iconic team in the world and showing up. Not many people are doing that, especially coming from England as well. The English players never been successful really apart from Bex, out in Spain at Real Madrid. So he's earned all the plaudits. He's earned all the right to be how he is. But it's also a target on your back when things don't go well.
Exactly.
That's all. He's not done anything wrong, but he's just because we did put all our hopes on Jude. He came in the first year with England and he was ripping it up, and everything was going through him. And we thought, if we've got Jude, we're going to win the Euros. Let's all build the team around Jude. Not Harry Kane. Let's build it all around Jude. He got us out so many trouble in so many games. And then when it started to go wrong, not down to his fault, but team-based as well, there's only so much he can do. It's a target on his back. It's right. Let's go to the main man, Jude. Let's, you're not good enough. You won't be that guy. And like I said, when you start getting to that stature that Jude is, you're just the target.
Yeah, it was I think producer Jamie reminds me in my ear, he says,
who else?
It was the who else, wasn't it, when he scored that goal, didn't he? Is that what you mean, maybe?
Oh, mate.
Is that maybe a better example than the celebration when he went, who else?
Mate, I absolutely loved that though. But like the thing about these big footballers is that they are
They're supposed to be a bit arrogant,
they are
artists.
artists. They are performers. They're there to entertain the crowds. And when you give it a bit of that and say who else, I loved it.
Mate, when it gets to 10 o'clock, I leave the News UK building and I'm standing on the platform on the Northern Line going, who else? Who else is going to do that show other than me, right? Come on.
This is on a different spectrum, but I remember I was playing for Arsenal. We played against Darren Bent, Ipswich, and it was for the semi-final of the FA Youth Cup. And we needed to score in the last minute, and I scored it. And I ran off running around the pitch saying, I'm the man!
And your teammates going back in the dressing room going, he's got to go, that pen guy. Get rid of him.
On the sideline. I'm like 16, and I'm running around going, I'm the man!
But it worked out right, didn't it, for you in the end, to be fair?
To the final, we won it.
The best players are like that. Messi during the World Cup, giving it that to the Netherlands. Mate, I love that in football. But what comes with that is you need to perform. You need, like Cole Palmer having that celebration will come back to haunt him when he doesn't turn up in big games, because you put a target on your back. That all of a sudden becomes a meme. And so
everything becomes a meme, doesn't it?
Cole Palmer's hot.
Yeah, exactly. So
Cole Palmer's hot tonight.
I love when players express themselves and do that. But the way you quieten down the noise is you go and perform. Cristiano Ronaldo, if he acted the way that he did and didn't win, we'd all be
mocking him.
But the thing about him is that he turned in big finals and big games. He always turned up.
But Jude did turn up in various moments of the tournament.
sure.
He wasn't.
Apart from that goal,
but it was still that. It's still that goal.
Yeah.
But
That was a big goal. I know. Obviously,
everybody had a poor tournament.
I agree with that. I agree. Nobody came out of the tournament.
Nobody had a good tournament.
But the thing is,
at least he did contribute.
But the thing is, he wasn't supposed to have that tournament. He's supposed to be betting everyone.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be betting everybody. Why are you smiling? He's supposed to be betting everybody, and he's supposed to be that guy. So in the final, where England got back into the game with that Cole Palmer equaliser, That's when we need a Jude moment. That's when you make yourself Cristiano Ronaldo. That's when you make yourself Lionel Messi. That's
you take the game by the scruff of the neck and you win England the Euros.
That's what Gareth Bale made a career out of. He's obviously doing the broadcast tonight in Champions League. Big moments turn up, and that's how you become a superstar. And he was on his way to do it.
Also, right, look at Peter Crouch next to him. Look at this. He looks so much taller than her. That almost doesn't look real.
It looks comical.
He literally is barely fitting in the shot.
Well, that's the perfect example. Gareth Bale, one of the best players ever, right?
Real Madrid, they didn't like him, did they?
Absolutely hated him. Hated him.
But again, had his own celebration. When you do that, you bring the attention onto you. But if you're performing and scoring overhead kicks in Champions League finals, you can do whatever you want.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.